Have you ever seen an outfit online where in theory everything looked great, but something still felt a little bit off, like something was missing, but you just couldn't figure out what? Chances are they skipped 3 crucial elements that can instantly elevate any of your outfits. Let's talk about the first one. Let me start with a little analogy. Think about modern apartments. Everything looks sleek, white, and minimal. Now on paper, they look great, but they can feel a little bit soulless. Or for example, electric cars with very minimal interiors. They are sleek and modern, but they simply lack the charm of older cars. Now the same can happen with the clothes we wear. If every single item we wear looks brand new and untouched, it can appear a little bit too clean and too perfect. But there's an easy fix for that. Add at least one item with a bit of history. That could be a worn-in piece or something thrifted. Here's why this works. The contrast between new and vintage creates personality and depth. It makes your outfit look more lived-in and more like you, if that makes any sense. Let me show you an example with 2 items that you probably have at home. You can see that the jeans are brand new and it's just a plain white t-shirt. Together, they look fine, but there's nothing memorable about the outfit. But if I add this thrifted military jacket or these worn-in boat shoes, suddenly the outfit feels more personal and unique. Can you see the difference? And do you have a favorite thrifted piece? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. Keep in mind that this tip is especially useful for casual outfits. When you're dressing for the office or for a formal event, you probably want to stick to clean, polished pieces. But even in formal wear, a well-kept vintage item like a classic overcoat or a timeless watch can add a touch of character without being out of place. Now over time, all of your clothes will naturally start to develop that worn-in charm, but if you want to skip the waiting game, simply start by adding at least one thrifted piece to the mix. And combined with the next 2 tips, you can really take your outfits to the next level. Because another way to add visual interest is by incorporating some pattern and texture. Many outfits that you see online with the label quiet luxury are very minimal and clean and would look a lot more interesting with a little bit of texture or a pattern. Think of it almost like seasoning your food. Without a little bit of seasoning, even the fanciest dish is going to taste bland. However, you also don't want to wear too many patterns. Some people are very experienced with this and can easily combine 4 patterns in one outfit, but for most of us, it can look a little bit overwhelming. So ideally, in the beginning, stick to 1 or 2 patterns until you get more comfortable with combining them. And similar to having a pattern, an interesting texture can immediately enhance your outfits. That could mean swapping out a smooth leather belt with a braided one or one in suede, corduroy trousers instead of chinos, or a chunky turtleneck instead of a smooth merino wool sweater. But this could also be just one statement piece, for example, a really nice overcoat that has texture and a pattern. And keep in mind that in most cases, it's best to keep patterns to the items you wear on your upper body and leave your trousers a little bit more plain, because that way it makes it much easier to combine everything. And by the way, I'm working on a full video about combining patterns, so make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss it. Now your outfit has personality and it's visually interesting. But there's one more thing that can truly bring it all together: adding a bit of color. A great example would be monochromatic outfits. They always look great and are very easy to pull off, but they can also sometimes feel a little bit boring and a little bit bland. And the same is true with darker winter outfits. Let's say if everything is in navy, gray or black. The easiest way to upgrade those outfits is by adding a pop of color with a vibrant scarf, for example, a hat, a sweater or some socks. Not all of them at the same time, of course, but if you add just 1 or 2 of those items, it can make your outfits stand out in a positive way. A great example for this is the Instagram account @OutfitNarrative. You can see that in most of his posts, he usually wears 1 or 2 items that are in a vibrant color. Let's take this outfit right here. Now he could have went with a brown sweater instead and it would still look totally fine, but the mustard color just makes the whole outfit stand out a little bit more. Uniqlo actually has some pretty affordable, colorful sweaters, but for higher quality ones, you could try brands like Malex or Bosey, who have a lot of interesting interesting color options to choose from. For colorful socks, I'm pretty happy with Pede Meyer from Portugal, but you could also try brands like Mes Chaussettes Rouges or Il Regalo. And for colorful scarves, Drake's would probably be the most famous brand here because they also have the most interesting prints on the market. The only downside is that they are a little bit pricey, so you could also try brands like Portia 1924, Adam Lay, or HN White. And there you have it, 3 ways to enhance any of your outfits. Which of these tips are you already using? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to know how I use these tips in my own outfits, click on this video right here. See you next time.